What's going on, everybody? It's Kanye, and in today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to make the best all-around offensive point guard build. Now, I know in a previous video, I mentioned I was going to show you how to make the even blue-green pie chart guard to the best it can be. And the reason I didn't put this build in that best point guard video was because I think this build is more of just a guard in general, not necessarily a point guard. It still has good playmaking ability, but I wouldn't consider it to be a solely point guard build. You know, you can make this thing into two. The badge count be a little different, but it'll still be a great build. So this is really just a scoring guard, not really a point guard per se. Also, along with that, I'm going to show you how to use that even blue-green pie chart to make this point guard and make it the best it can be. But I'm also going to show you how you can alter the attributes a little bit and get a couple rare builds out of it too that will, surprise the people you're playing with or against. Yeah, and before we get into this too, I just want to say, thank you all for your continued support. Channel's still growing. We're up past 75 subscribers now. We're at 75, we're just past 75, and I'm super excited to see how this channel is going, and super excited to see everyone's involvement and y'all's likes, your encouragement, your comments. I appreciate all of it. So yeah, let's go ahead and get into this video. So we're going to be making this thing at the point guard position. As far as handness and jersey number, that's up to you. As I stated earlier, we are going to be using the even blue-green pie chart because we want to have as much offense as possible. And since this build is a dunker, we want to go with that speed and vert pie chart because any dunking build, you want to have that vertical high. So now when we get here to put our attributes in, first we're going to max our close shot, max our driving layup, max our driving dunk, and then up our standing dunk to 40. This is going to get you 15 finishing badges. Now for shooting, we're going to max our mid-range, max our three-point, max our free throw for 18 shooting badges. For playmaking, you're going to max your pass accuracy, max your ball handle, and then up the post control until we have 15 playmaking badges. So you're going to up the post control to 53. For defense and rebounding, you're going to max perimeter defense, max your lateral quickness, max your steal, and put the rest on your defensive rebound for 4 defensive rebounding badges. So you can see here, we only have the 4 defensive badges, but our stats aren't too bad. We do have 15 finishing, 18 shooting, 15 playmaking. That gives us, a whopping 48 offensive-oriented badges, which is a really good badge count for offense alone. But yeah, so when we get in here to the body type, we're going to go defined. We're going to go 1.94 meters. I'm in metric just because it's going to allow me to optimize this build further compared to being in the Imperial system. Being at 1.94 meters, you're the tallest you can be while still getting the sub 6'5" dribble moves. For weight, we're going to minimize it. We want as much speed as possible on a guard. For your wingspan, you're going to go 1 under max, so you're going to go to 214 centimeters. Now you can see here on our attributes. So starting off, we're going to have an 80 driving dunk. So at 99, we'll have our contact dunks with an 84 driving dunk. Our shooting, we've got an 80 mid-range, a 78 three ball. So at 99, we're going to have an 84 mid-range, 82 three ball, which in 2K22, those are great attributes to have because you don't have to have a very high three ball to green in 2K22. Now playmaking, you're going to have a 78 pass accuracy and a 78 ball handle, which means that at 97 overall, you'll hit that 80 ball handle threshold that'll unlock more dribble animations. And then for defense, you're going to have at 99 an 80 perimeter defense, a 79 lateral quickness, and an 87 steal, which is really good numbers for a non-defensive build. I mean, we're making an offensive build here, the best offensive guard, and yet we're still going to have low 80s defense. Not to mention when we look at the physicals here, we've got an 83 speed, an 82 acceleration, and an 83 vertical to start. So that means when you hit 99 and you do your Gatorade boost or get your gym rat badge, you have a +8. So you're going to have a 91 speed, you're going to have a 90 acceleration, and you're going to have a 91 vertical, which are great numbers for this build. As far as your takeover options, again, if you want this thing to be more of a point guard, absolutely go with playmaking take. I cannot say it enough. It's the best takeover for any pure point guard build. You can help your teammates out. You've got better handle on the ball. You're a little bit quicker, so you can create your own shots still using playmaking take. You can get ankle breakers, but they're not, I don't think that's what this take's necessarily for unless you are an ISO player. But if you want to make your teammates better, you are going to be that pure point guard type guy, go with playmaking take, especially since this build doesn't have yellow in the pie chart. If you're going to be playing the 2 guard, I would recommend spot up shooter or slashing take. You can use shot creator, but in my opinion, it's the worst take in the game. It's the least useful, but it can still be fun. So if you're making this build to have fun, absolutely go for it. Now, lastly, slashing take. Okay, The reason I say you might want to use slash and take, because this build doesn't have contact dunks before 99 overall. Not to mention you don't have your elite dribbling moves before 97 overall. What slash and take does is it gives you a boost on your driving dunk, but it also will give you a boost on your speed with ball. So that being said, when on slash and take, you'll not only get contact dunks, but you'll be able to move faster with the ball in your hands. And not to mention, once you're at 99 and you have slash and take on top of that, you'll get the elite contact dunks. So this badge overall might be the most useful to you. If you're looking for more of a specific boost, you know, your shooter, spot it badge. If you're going to play point guard, playmaking badge. But for as far as all around usefulness, slashing badge is probably the best thing to go with here. And you're going to see that we've made a facilitating finisher. So this is, in my opinion, the best way to make this build to, you know, maximize its abilities. And it's still kind of a sleeper, because if you remember in previous games, the facilitating finisher usually isn't that great of a shooter. And in this game, some of the facilitating finishers still aren't that great of shooters. So you can definitely catch people off guard, because you're going to have an 83 ball or 82 3 ball at 99 even, and you're going to be called a facilitating finisher. But if this isn't a rare enough build name for you, I'll go ahead and show you a couple more, and we'll get back into that. So I'll meet y'all over at the builder. All right, so now we're back here at this point in the builder. You can see all our attributes are still the same way they were when we created the facilitating finisher. So there's going to be a couple minor changes we have to make to this build in order to get the new build name. So the first thing we're going to do, we're going to knock this pass accuracy down to 76. And we're going to throw that on our defensive rebound. So you're going to see we lose a playmaking badge, but we gain a defensive rebounding badge. Now up in the finishing, this is going to be pretty costly, but for that rare name, it's kind of worth it. First, we're going to knock our close shot down to 77, I believe. And then we're going to up the standing dunk. So you do lose a significant number of finishing badges. You lose 4 of them, but that being said, we are in season 5. Seasons 2, 3, 4, and 5 all have an extra badge point at level 39. So if you want to get the rare build name and make up those missing finishing badges, you can throw them all on finishing and you can have the 15 again. So that will definitely, you know, kind of fix that for you if you want that rare build name. But that being said, we're going to go ahead. All the physicals are going to stay the same. We're going to keep them the same that they were for the facilitating finisher build. And you're not losing, let me go back here, you're not losing any of the abilities you already had. So you're still going to get your contact dunk, still have a high 3 ball, and still have that ball handle. So you're not losing any of your abilities. That's another thing I want to hone in on. A lot of other people, when they make these rare builds, you're going to lose some of your abilities that the build's supposed to have. This is not the case for this one. So now, same options for take. I'm just going to go with slasher again. You can pick whatever you want. And you're going to see that we've made a well-rounded point. Now, I know we've all seen the well-rounded wing build, and it's typically a green-red. This is a blue-green well-rounded point build. So, you know, people aren't really going to know what this thing can do because it's well-rounded, right? And, you know, it's a blue-green build with decent defense. So this is that rare build name that you can kind of have fun with. But this isn't enough for you. I'm going to go ahead and show you a third rare build. Now, this build isn't necessarily rare because of the name, but it's rare because of what it can do. And I'll explain when we get back to the start of the builder. All right, so we're back at this part of the builder for the third time now. The attributes are where they were when we created the well-rounded point. So I'm going to show you just a couple more small tweaks we have to make to this, and this is going to get you not necessarily a rare build name, but it's going to give you a really cool ability on a build name that doesn't normally have that ability. So what we're going to do is we're going to knock this driving layup down to 77. And you're going to take these 11 extra points and you're going to go ahead and throw them on the rest on standing dunk and post hook. So you've went from 11 finishing to 8 finishing. So I know what you're thinking. We went from, what was it? 15 to 11 to 8. And I know that's a cost, a price to pay, but the perk of it is that you're going to get an even cooler build name with even cooler abilities. So just trust me on this. So, and like I said, you can still add badges back based on if you've hit 39. So now our badge counts changed again. We went from 15, 18, 15, 4 to 11, 18, 14, 5, and now we're at 8, 18, 14, 5. So this is the lowest badge count. I'm not going to deny that. But in order for this to still have all the abilities we needed, I had to lose some badges. 8 finishing badges can still be really good if you distribute them right. Not to mention, like I said, you can add the extra ones. But anyway, we're going to keep our physicals the same for the third time. Going to minimize that weight wingspan to 1 below the max, and you're going to see we still are going to get our contact dunks, and we're still going to get our good 3 ball. We're still going to get our 80 overall ball handle at 97, and we're still going to have good defensive stats. But here's the thing. Note that we get contact dunks. Actual contact dunks before having takeover. At 99 overall, we have contact dunks, right? Now, you can see the takeovers moved around a little bit. Let's go ahead, and for the sake of this one, let's say we go with Playmaking Take. You're going to see here that we've created a Playmaking shot creator. Now, I know in an earlier build I posted, I showed you all how to make a Playmaking shot creator that got contact dunks with slashing take. So without slashing take, it doesn't get contact dunks. Even at 99, it will not have contact dunks. This build at 99 without takeover can get contact dunks, and it's called a Playmaking shot creator. So if you want that kind of sleeper on, to be playing with, you want to be playing with a play shot that at 99 overall is literally going to be able to contact dunk without takeover, this is the build for you. I realize this isn't a rare build name, but this is by far a rare build. And, it took me a while to figure out how to get this. So, I just want you all to, take that in consideration. I understand, if you want more of the rare build name, go with the well-rounded point. If you want more of a rare ability on a common build name, go with the Playmaking shot creator. And if you want the best build possible, obviously go with the facilitating finisher. But to wrap up, I hope that you all got something from this. If y'all saw some other changes you want to try out, maybe tweak the build even more, go for it. If y'all try these builds out or see something, that you think I should have done different, drop a comment. But most of all, if you made it this far and you've enjoyed the video, please don't hesitate to like and subscribe. I love putting this content out for y'all, and I hope y'all are enjoying watching it. But yeah, y'all keep going out there, creating these builds and getting buckets, man. And I'll talk to y'all later.